Good morning. I'm Ahmed Al-Najjar and this is Monday Legal. My guest for today is Ziad Ali, the founder and the CEO of The Law. Good morning, Ziad.
Good morning, Ahmed. It's my pleasure and I'm very delighted to be here with you on Monday Legal.
Thank you very much for coming, and it's our pleasure to have you. You are one of the youngest, most influential, let's say, publishers of specialized, I think you're the only specialized legal magazine in Egypt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Right?
I believe we are, we can say the first.
Okay.
And there's some tries to have another publishing, but yes, we are the first. And perhaps in the Middle East, we were the first in publishing for the legal professional or the legal industry.
That will take me to my first question, which is, can you please introduce yourself personally? What's your background? Where did you study? And how did you start the law? And tell us a little bit about it. Like, not the whole thing, but just tell me a bit of the journey since you started as an idea and until you are what you are today.
Thank you. I believe my passion to law started from my beloved father. He studied law and he was very passionate about the law and the role of lawyers and the importance of justice and what the lawyers do for justice to the society and wider society. And at this time I was seeing the most influential leader in the world are lawyers, and this is why my passion came to law. And I joined the law school of Ain Shams University in Cairo, and then I have my master's in international law at the American University in Cairo. Then I went to London University in Sweden to study more about law. All my studies was focusing about the legal profession and the development of the legal profession, the role of lawyers and legal entities in the legal profession, and I was intrigued what lawyers can do for society. I was intrigued when I was young. I remember when Barack Obama was going to the US election. I was very young and I see him as a lawyer, graduated from law school, and he's the president of most of the strongest countries in the world. This is why I see what lawyers can achieve and can do. And starting from this moment, my love to law increased day by day.
That's very interesting. Yeah. And you studied it in Ain Shams University in Cairo?
Yes.
And after all these other international studies that you have, did you come back to Cairo to start your career, or you started abroad?
I started actually very early. I started in my senior year in law school in Ain Shams University. It was a student activity at the beginning, it's my passion, do publishing, do events, connecting thought leaders in the legal field, and that was 9 years ago.
Okay.
And then I was started as a lawyer. I used to work as a lawyer in Shalani law firm, and step by step, my passion increased more towards advocating for justice system, empowering justice system, and maybe after right in the COVID in 2019, 2020, I decided to focus all my passion and my energy towards being a lawpreneur.
A lawpreneur.
A lawpreneur, yes.
That's a very new term that appeared, I guess, a few years ago when a lot of lawyers have decided to go into the entrepreneurship field, and it's actually a very accurate term, I guess. Tell us about the law. What was the idea behind it? When did it start? Did you start? I understand that the passion to the law and helping lawyers and so on started when you were studying, but the idea of establishing this magazine and starting with it, when did it start?
So actually in my senior year at law school, I was having a student activity with my friends and my colleagues, and our goal or vision is helping our students and helping our mates in university to know more about the market, to advance their career. So we decided together as a group of students, let's do some seminars, let's do some programs, let's do some gatherings. And then we think we want to connect the legal field. Those students are not connected with judges, are not connected with law firms, are not connected with lawyers, international organization. It's a huge career. The legal profession is very large career, and it's not connected. So we decided to have the Law Magazine as a platform. It's like Facebook for connecting all lawyers. When we started, make the law students right, make the managing partners right, make the seniors, make the mid-level associate, make judges, like everyone should write, everyone should hear and communicate through the magazine. So our main idea at the beginning is connecting the legal field together, and with passion and dreams of empowering justice system and make justice accessible for everyone through communicating all the field together. And we tried to have like the leaders of the new generation of the legal society. And at this time it was like right after the Arab Spring, and a lot of revolution, a lot of dreams, a lot of passion to change. And we couldn't think of more who can lead this change more than lawyers. Like, they are the guardians of the society. Like, if you're a corporate, they fight for your dreams, they fight for your goals. If you're a person, they fight for your rights. If you are a criminal, they will help you to understand your rights.
Yes.
And to get, I won't say the best of the situation, but at least to have your right to be treated as a human being. So only the lawyers who can guard you in this, even with your money, with your family matters. The lawyers are truly the guardians of our society. And the perspective of lawyers all over the globe, it's a very prestigious job, but everyone likes seeing lawyers like, I'm taking your money. Lawyers like, you speak for 10, 15 minutes and they will bill you a lot.
I think we have a little bit of an image problem especially in Egypt, honestly.
Yes.
And because in the movies and in the media, lawyers are not really portrayed in the right way. Maybe this is changing the last 3 to 5 years, but I think up to the early 2000s, it was always funny image or a villain. In every movie, he's a lawyer, and to the extent that I have seen and I've read a few times that the Bar Association in Egypt have filed cases against movie makers because they have I don't know, they present lawyers in the wrong way. Do you think this is a problem that the society in countries like Egypt have to? We as lawyers have to work a little bit on it because there is an image problem?
I think communication is the key, and always for non-lawyers, it's very hard to understand the laws and legalities. You know, in the history when the law started, it was very, very complicated to understand the law. And what you call lawyer at the beginning, it was a friend. When you call it in Latin, it was the lawyer mean a friend. So he's a friend who can understand the regulation laws and help you for that. However, the society doesn't know the job of the lawyers or law firms or what they do. Maybe they think they like bend the law, they break the rules, they work only for money, and this is not true. And I think the most important part of losing the communication between lawyers, that we focused more as lawyers on legalities and writing and publishing and see that our achievement, our winning cases. However, now in a different society, more open society, globalization, communication, social media platforms, I think clients, society, people want to understand more about the person, want to understand who's the lawyer who's defending me. As I said, like, lawyer is a friend. This is how the society, the first lawyer in the history was called a friend. So people have to understand these humans. They have to trust him. They have to understand him. Like lawyers, doctors somehow, like lawyers, they have to choose the right person to.
They have to trust them. It's a job that is all about trust. And if I don't understand a certain topic, as you said, like a doctor, I will go to someone who I can trust, and I can trust their judgment, I can trust their opinion, I can trust that as well on the ethical level they will make the right call for me. So of course, it's a profession that requires a huge level of trust between a client and an attorney.
Yes, the competency and the quality of work is very important, but we can't say it's only enough. Like, clients and people have to understand the vision of the lawyer, his beliefs, his values, his morals, what he do. Like, you have to believe in the lawyers, that the lawyer really care about him. This is an important part. And this is why when we decided to have the law, we have a decision. We're not going to write about legal matters. We're not going to write in legal way. We're talking to society.
Yes.
So when we start society, we are the lawyers' advocates. We are the lawyers for lawyers, because lawyers need lawyers for the wider society outside the courts.
Yes.
So we said we are the advocates for lawyers outside the courts.
What's your mission in the region? I think you started in Egypt and you did very well, and you became the one and only reference for legal magazines and publishing the top law firms in Egypt. And now you're spreading your wings outside of Egypt, and you're coming to the UAE, and I think you're going also across to other GCC countries and so on. Tell us, what's your mission? What do you want to do?
I think our mission is very clear from our first day, is connecting the legal profession all over the globe. We don't want to connect all lawyers and all legal professionals all over the globe, but we at least want to create a community of leaders inspiring the whole legal profession in the world. So our main vision since day one is empowering justice system and developing justice system in the world. It's very dreamy and very hopefully, but this is how we started. And we think that we can do that by empowering lawyers, empowering law firms, empowering legal entities, and advocating for them, connecting them, sharing information. So when we came from Egypt, our first move, it was to UAE, and we have our community in Egypt came with us. Like, we were trying connecting the whole field together, and we went to Riyadh. Like, we want to have our Dubai UAE community and our Egypt community to Riyadh, and we went to Qatar. Our last presence in London International Dispute Week, we went as the gate for the Middle East legal community. So our optimum goal and our mission is connecting the leaders of the legal industry, legal profession all over the globe, and having the legal field globalized enough as everything else. And to be very clear, we were very lucky because lawyers and law firms in the Middle East, locals, are very competent, and they have a very, very good standards. Very look like international firms that been for centuries in London, US. The quality of the law firm, the quality of the lawyers, the way you do is very, very professional, and it was very inspiring. That make us like love our job, and we were very inspired to have in every event, every interview, every magazine. Like, you get showed how you do that. Like, starting from Egypt, starting from UAE or Saudi, like, lawyers are doing an amazing job. Especially, like, we started a lot later than London or England in the law firm thing and having a professional legal entity. We started way after, like a lot after, but we still having maybe perhaps it's same quality, same system, more organized. I believe like the professional in the legal field helped us a lot to give to be more passionate, more inspired to do our job and to love it more. Like most of our team, like we have in Egypt when we started, now we are 56 members at the law.
Oh, that's a big team.
And 90% of that are lawyers. Even our team, like the designers, photographers, they studied law and they are passionate to law, but they decided to be, this is our vision, this is our mission. We are going to develop and empower justice system all over the globe, and this is why everything we do is from belief of the role of lawyers in society.
That's an amazing vision, and I think your mission is really a great one. Very, very similar to what I wanted to do when I started the Jurist back in many years ago. And I'll tell you a funny story. In the very beginning, when I wanted to start the Jurist, and which is the platform that hosts Monday Legal, is is to create a platform where lawyers can be published, but online. Lawyers can write articles, and these articles can be delivered to the audience for free, so that people would have access to reliable, practical legal knowledge. Because a lot of lawyers are brilliant and they are not published because they don't work for an international firm, or they don't work for a big local firm where they have their own publications, for example, Al-Tamimi was doing here in the UAE for many years, or like having access to other legal sources and legal technology providers who are very big in the region, and they have these legal articles and legal publications that only the lawyers who are members of them, who can publish and can write, and their legal knowledge to be spread around, and they get promoted, and they get widely known as the experts in this region, and so on. So I was giving the ability to these lawyers to be to write, to give the legal knowledge and the legal expertise and show off their skills and so on online, and at the same time for the society to have access to this legal knowledge for free. And it was really a way to make justice and make legal information available for the public, as well as the lawyers get a little bit of visibility and promotion, even if they are a solo practitioner or a lawyer who is in a small or medium firm where they're not able to get these higher up publications or be featured in I don't know, other magazines and so on. And that was something that stayed until now, and it's really working, and it's nice. A lot of people are benefiting from it, and I think your mission by providing this amazing platform in this very high quality is very similar to what we wanted. All what we wanted is that the lawyer scene are recognized in a good way, and are recognized together with their expertise, that we give them a platform to showcase their skills and to be very well known, as well as the public will get the benefit of this information for free. Thank you very much. Amazing what we were talking about until now. I think we'll take a quick break, and I'll ask you what's your coffee so we can prepare it for you. What's your coffee?
My coffee is black, very black.
Okay.
And thank you, Ahmed, for doing this. And I think thank you for the Jurist and Legal Monday. It's very noble to have the vision of making justice accessible for everyone and making the legal awareness accessible for everyone. This is a very noble vision. It's very important, and I believe it's justice accessibility for everyone is our main goal as professionals in the legal field.
I think it's working. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back.